You're feeling overwhelmed by your work. That's a tough place to be. I know it is. And part of it, I think, is that when we're in this place where we're feeling overwhelmed, on the one hand, you feel like, well, I have the sense that if I looked at how I work and implemented some changes, that made me more effective and more efficient, that would make a difference. But I've got so much on. I just don't feel like I've got the headspace to do that, to focus on my ways of working. So what I'm going to do in this video is just give you 5 things to focus on, okay? That, based on our experience, will make a big difference in terms of reducing overwhelm in your work. The first thing is, don't use your head for things that your head is not good at, okay? Your head is not good at holding on to details. So if you're carrying around ideas like, I need to discuss that with the boss. That's right. That's an email I need to send, but I can't send right now. Oh, yeah, that's something I need to buy at the store, right? As soon as anything occurs to you that you need to do something about, get it out of your head, okay? That'll reduce distraction, and ultimately it'll reduce this sense of overwhelm, okay? Number 2. Think about consolidating your reminders. Ask yourself the question, when you find yourself in a situation where you've got, 10 minutes free before your next meeting, something like that, can you, in that moment, look at a set of reminders where you'd say, yeah, if I chose from this set of reminders, I'd be looking at all of the possibilities. Most people don't have their reminders consolidated, right? They've got a pad of paper over here, and that's got some notes on it from various meetings. They've got a bunch of Post-its that they've scribbled things on. They might have, digital things in various locations, whether it's emails or whether it's, text they need to send, something. So consolidate. What you want to do there is set yourself up so that when you, in those times when you've got some free time in your hands, when you're in that situation, that you can then very quickly look at a set of options and have the confidence to say, yeah, I'm going to choose one of these, and I know I will have chosen well. Okay. Number 3, don't overstress about the tools that you're using. A lot of people, I used to be in IT myself, and a lot of people, I'll talk about myself, I had for many years, I had the sense that if I had the right tool, that will solve the problem. I'm not going to say your tools are not important, because they are, of course, but they're not the be-all and end-all. More important, I would say, than which tools you use is, do you have the sense that whatever tools you're using, you can work with them in friction-free ways? And if the answer is yes, I don't care whether it's paper, I don't care whether it's, it's something more digital, that's fine, okay? As long as you work with them in friction-free ways, that's the goal. Number 4. Ask yourself the question, is this situation that I'm in, is this temporary? Am I in a situation where this is going to, maybe you've just kicked off a new project and you're saying to yourself, yeah, I'm getting, kind of getting on my feet about this, but it's probably just a week or 2, and then I'm going to feel like I'm sort of back in the groove, okay? Or do you feel like it's, no, this is not temporary. This has been going on this way for quite a long time. It may come and go. It may feel like you've got, sort of gusts of emails that are arriving in your inbox, but you're feeling pretty regularly like you're overwhelmed. Okay? And that leads me to my 5th one, which is consider your commitments. And what I'm asking you to do here is, in a digestible way, think about all of the things that you're committed to do. Number 1, create yourself a list of all of the things that you need to get done, let's say by the end of the year, okay? I need to hire the new team member and make sure they're productive on the team. I need to finish the presentation and deliver it successfully for the conference in a couple of weeks' time. I need to buy a new car. Make clear what are all of those commitments, okay? Create that as a list. And then the second list I would suggest that you create is a list of the things that you're responsible for on an ongoing basis, okay? So budgeting, let's say, or succession planning if you're in a manager role, or something in your personal life, right? Could be your role as a parent or as a partner or something like that. Create yourself a list of those, okay, and ask yourself then the question. So you're looking at the projects list and you're looking at this area of ongoing responsibilities, and ask yourself the question: is this sustainable? Can I or anyone get this set of things done and be responsible for the maintenance of these things? Or does it feel like that's just not doable? And if you come up with a conclusion that it's not doable, then it's time for a meeting with the boss. And the meeting goes something like, hey boss, I'm feeling overwhelmed. What I've done is put together a list of all of the things that I think I'm responsible for. Can we talk this through, please? And with a fair win, that meeting will lead to conclusions like, okay, maybe some of those things get handed off to other people. Maybe some of those things that you've got, that you've identified as projects can wait. They don't need to be done this year. They can be done next year. Maybe even some of the ongoing roles that you have should be given to somebody else. So again, if you're finding yourself overwhelmed by your work, in a way, that's really at the core of, that's the reason behind why an awful lot of people come to work with us, is because they're feeling that way. They're feeling overwhelmed by their work. So try these 5 areas, okay? And as you work on this and as you think about optimizing your ways of work, if there's anything that we can do, please do let us know. Ultimately, that's our business. I hope that was helpful, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.